a slower morning today. It's 9:02 and I'm just deciding whether I want to go for a walk or wait a little bit. Yesterday I was on such a high on life, and today I can feel it. It's gonna crash and burn me hard. So I'm trying to ease myself into that and just allow it to come without pushing myself to do so many things. The thing when you have an emotional authority, if you're into human design like I am, is that you're constantly on this wave. It's like you're going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, constantly. And the highs are really high and the lows can be really low. And most people who don't understand the emotional authority are kind of they think that that there's something wrong with you, but actually that's just how your body makes decisions and how it works. And I think that trying to keep that balance stable, that balance of energy stable, is virtually impossible. But you can do things to try and keep that wave less extreme and so it doesn't affect you as greatly. I'm a projector, so for other aura types it's going to be completely different. But for me, just knowing kind of where my energy is at and being aware of how I'm feeling and what is taking my energy and what is making me feel emotional and what is basically just being aware of what's tipping you over, what's triggering you, and where you are in that wave. That is a complete game changer, because then you can kind of plan your life around your wave. Not that you can plan it, but you can ride that wave a lot easier because you're kind of surrendering to it and acknowledging that you're in that space rather than forcing yourself to be where someone with a sacral authority would be. And the most important thing I found is to not rush decisions, because as soon as you're rushing because you feel pressured to make a decision immediately, that is when you are going to make the wrong decision and then the emotional wave gets triggered again. It's so important that you ride that wave all the way up, all the way down, as many times as you need to before you make a decision. Because if you're trying to make a decision when you're all the way up or you're all the way down, this light's horrible, then it's going to be a decision that doesn't align with what you truly want, and it potentially will be a decision that you don't agree with further down the track or long term. And I am the perfect example of this. I'm someone who rushes into it because as a projector I'm supposed to wait for the invitation, but I'm of course conditioned to be impatient, and so waiting is really hard. So I've my whole life been making these decisions like that. So now I really sit back and take the time to make decisions based on how I feel in this moment, and also if it's a big decision, to wait out the wave and just ride it until I've come to the conclusion that I am making the right decision for me long term. And I should add that both my husband and I are both emotional authorities. So when you're dealing with two emotional authorities, it's really important to, or anyone with an emotional authority, it's really important to allow them space and time to go through their wave. Bye. Okay, back to the regularly scheduled content of vlog. I think I'm just going to wait a little bit before I go for a walk, and instead I'm going to go to the library and borrow a new book. I just changed my mind again. This is a perfect example of making decisions as an emotional authority. Nothing is clear, ever. If your decision is an 80% yes or no, then it's actually your 100% yes or no. You always have that 20% that tells you it's the wrong decision. So there's this ability to potentially go backwards and forwards Like, did I make the right decision? Oh, I did make the right decision. Did I make the right decision? No, I didn't make the right decision. Or maybe I did, or maybe I didn't. And it just goes on and on and on. And right now, I can't make a decision about whether I go for a walk or not. Like, come on, that is ridiculous. So I'm just gonna go and do it because I know that I'll feel a lot clearer in my head once I do. But it's super windy outside, so I'll try and take you with me. Not sure if it's gonna work out. Watching a tarot reading for the month of February, and I find that knowing the energy and kind of like what's going on collectively helps inform my decision making and my emotional authority, because obviously like the collective energy has an impact on you as a part of the collective. So this will take an hour. I'll see you on the other side. Mercury retrograde is in full effect, and it is affecting my ability to make decisions as well. So with that in mind, I am going to go and edit this with extra time because I know that it's potentially going to take that extra time. It's all about taking into consideration all of the things that you can to help you prepare and surrender to the emotional wave so that you can make the best decision for you in that moment, and for bigger decisions to allow yourself that time to make decisions that will benefit you long term. That's my advice for emotional authorities. I hope that it helps. If you have any questions about this, put them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. I'll see you guys tomorrow.